Hey everyone, today we see What If Season 2 Episode 1. Before we start, spoiler alert. Let us see the first season and Episode 1. Hello and welcome to Dave Recapped. In a gloomy saga, Yondu is found dead in a gutter, seemingly unlucky for everyone living there. Nebula, a former friend and Hallie, believes Yondu was murdered. However, her Novo Cops officer, led by Gordon Saul, disagree. Saul believes Yondu is coming and ordered the crime scene to be cleared. Nebula hesitated his question and her former association with Thanos is thrown in her face. Saul might write off Yondu's death as a career criminal, but Nebula decides to take matters into her own hand. The Wanderer, a story about Nebula, follows the events of the Mad Titan's downfall and the subsequent fall of Gamora, and leaving Nebula without her father or sister. Nova Prime finds her and enlisted in Nova Crop. When Ronan the Accuser targets Xander, Nova Prime creates a planetary shield to keep the planet cut off for 15 years. Nebula investigates Yondu's death using a world recording and a Yaka arrow. She encounters a mysterious symmetrical hologram with no result. Nova Prime informs Nebula that Yondu was involved in dark forces threatening Xander and the planet will not survive past dawn. Terrified Nebula finds something at the crime scene but is unsure how it fits into the threat Nova Prime is worried about. Nova Prime encourages Nebula to follow the leads and see where it takes her. Nebula is left to grapple with the loss of her new home. Nebula visits underground casino and meets Robert the casino owner. Despite ordinary rudeness, he agreed to speak with Nebula after the threat. Nebula reveals semantic of an old city-wide mainframe code which contains the source code of Santa's shield generator. The code contains everything including a kitchen sink and is crucial for Nebula's purpose. Yondu died to protect it and Nebula believes someone might use the information to open the shield. She decides to destroy the codes before they can be used. Nebula, determined to protect her home, goes to prison to help break into the mainframe. Yondu, a prison inmate, overrides the data core, allowing easy access to the inside. Nebula prompts the core to plug into her cybernetic brain and delete the data. Yondu extracts the data for himself, promising to deliver it to Ronan. He leaves Nebula open to the rapidly overriding data core, leaving her to drown. She barely manages to find her way out to the surface through another submerged access tunnel. Nebula is found above ground by Yondu and Nova Prime, who are shocked by her willingness to sell the planet to invading force. Nova Prime believes that closing of the planet made things irreparably awful and that Ronan will improve things if they surrender. He promises her a leadership position in exchange for her treasury. Nova Prime takes off with the data, leaving Nebula at the mercy of Nova Corps. Nebula manages to escape their attempts to dismantle her, but Saul decides that Nebula's falling off the ledge means she's dead. She turns to the casino and is joined by Howard and Corgan Group, who helped and rebuild. They require Nebula to stop Nova Corps from letting Ronan into the Xander. Nebula uses the alternate codes she let Yondu takes from her to fold the shield to open slightly and close on top of the Ronan fleet, wiping them out. Gunfire ensues. Nebula tries to bring Nova Prime and it traded to justice. The justice system is unclear unless Nebula plans to take over. Nebula chases Nova Prime to Xander's rooftop, where he refuses to accept help from a machine. Nebula mourns her mentor's passing, feeling more hopeless than when she lost her father and sister, but she now has her new squad. In 1988, the Avengers abduct Peter Quill from Earth and deliver him to Ego, who plans to use his energy for his expansion. 6 months later, Quill crashes into New York City using his celestial powers to cause chaos. S.H.I.E.L.D. monitors Quill's actions and Peggy Carter instructs Howard Stark to form a team to stop him. Stark contacts Hank Pym, initially reluctant to work with S.H.I.E.L.D. after losing his wife, but reconsiders after seeing Quill in action. They visit the joint Dark Energy Mission facility, where they meet former team members Bill Faust and King T'Chaka of Wakanda. The Soviet Union sent Winter Soldiers to aid S.H.I.E.L.D. and Carter sees Bucky Barnes as a different person. Wendy Lawson and the team takes the Axis aircraft to Coney Island, and when Black Panther and Goliath attempts to subdue Quill, but Lawson handles his ship. Quill is too much of threat and team retreats. Thor descends and takes Quill down, upending S.H.I.E.L.D. and showing them a ceiling planted by Ego to launch his expansion with Quill's help. Van sympathizes with Quill, who wants to escape Ego, and is liberated using her father's Pym particle. She gives him her Walkman as a gift and defends him to the adults, claiming Ego was behind their destruction. Thor and the Winter Soldier argue Quills must be killed for planet protection, but Windane believes Quills needs help. Ego arrives to finish the expansion, aiming to pin Quill against himself. Thor, Black Panther, and Goliath and S.H.I.E.L.D. forces confront Ego, stalling time for Ant-Man and the Lawson to locate Quill. As the fight goes in Ego's favor, Thor discovers that the Winter Soldier decided to eliminate Quill, completing his mission. Pym talks to Quill, who he believes Ego forced him to do his bidding, and he wants to see him home again. The Quill feels lonely in his mother's absence, but Pym comforts him. The Winter Soldier prepares to shoot Quill, but Stark intervenes and reminds him of Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes, whom he know wouldn't take the shot. This convinces the Winter Soldiers to stand down. S.H.I.E.L.D. loses the battle and Ego reaches his seedling. Ant-Man and Lawson intercept the seedling and comfort Ego, who had Quill's mother killed for an expansion. Quill absorbs the seedling and uses its energy to destroy Ego's physical form. Everyone celebrates the victory at the Pym residence and Lawson gifts goes to Quill and Band-Aid. Stark informs them that Bucky Barnes is still alive, but Thor departs as Ego remains a threat. They join Thor to avenge the one lost to Ego. On Christmas Eve, Happy Hogan prepares for the Christmas gala at the Avengers Tower with Darcy as his intern. Maria Hill comments on a vulnerability of the tower due to Jarvis being shut down for maintenance. Hogan reassures Hill that he is the professional and can handle everything. Justin Hammer and his men break into the tower, aiming to get back at Tony Stark. Hammer hacks into the tower's mainframe. The Iron Legion responds, but Hammer overrides their programming, turning the Legion against the tower's staff. Hogan sneaks out of his sight and finds Hammer trying to break into Stark's laboratory to obtain a sample of Hulk blood to become a superhero. Hogan takes it upon himself to stop him. Hogan falls from the shaft and gets spotted by Hammer's men, hurry to get the blood sample but accidentally get the injected, resulting in Hogan slowly mutating. Hogan hides inside a locker and tries to contact the Avengers, but they are too busy on Christmas to respond. Hogan contacts Lewis and comes up with an idea to reactivate the tower's mainframe with a backup AI, asking Lewis to handle it. Lewis messages to get into the mainframe and chooses Warner as a backup AI. Hammer's goons capture her and Hill, and the Freak organizes an ambush to take down the Iron Legions and carry their goons away. The Freak liberates Lewis and Hill and they reboot the tower systems. However, they mistake the Freak for an enemy and attack him. Lewis convinces them that the Freak is Hogan and Iron Man deactivates his armor. The Freak rescues him in the name of Christmas spirit, and Stark ignores his concern about not being able to turn back. In 2012, Tony Stark redirected a nuclear missile towards the Chitauri mothership, saving New York. However, the wormhole closes before he can return to Earth, causing him to crash on the Sakaar. Stark learns about the Avengers' victory over the Chitauri and Pepper as acting CEO of Stark Industries. He asks the Grandmaster to return him to Earth, but is forced to stay and celebrate his 21st birthday. Tony attends the Sakaar Grand Prix, a death race where races complete for the Grandmaster entertainment. After Snuffy destroys the racer's chariots, Stark intervenes to save Kurg from it. He encounters Gamora, then by Thanos to kill Stark as retaliation for stopping the Chitauri invasion. Topaz, the Grandmaster's chief enforcer, captures both Gamora and Stark and imprisons them. Stark recruits Korg and Valkyrie, building a new Iron Man suit, and challenges the Grandmaster to a race for the title for Sakaar ruler. The Grandmaster uses various cheating methods, but Stark ultimately wins the races. Valkyrie crashes a car with the Topaz top, causing Grandmaster to melt into the puddle. Valkyrie is crowned the new ruler of Sakaar, and Stark leaves after celebrating with her and Korg. Gamora takes Stark to Thanos, who praises Gamora for capturing Tony and tell him that he expects more. Gamora uses Topaz staff to kill Thanos. And in a post-credit scene, the still alive Grandmaster begs Topaz to correct his puddle form. In the Marvel Universe, Captain Peggy Carter and Black Widow face off against the Chitauri invaders in the New York City. The Avengers, including Captain Carter, Black Widow, Iron Man, Thor, Hawkeye, and Wasp, come for Loki atop of Stark Tower. The Watcher, who is not used to sequels, acknowledges that not every universe has Peggy Carter, and the Carter is a key to the Guardians of the Multiverse and is one he considered a friend. Carter drives up to Black Widow in Washington DC and tells her Nicky Fury has a mission for them. After taking a luminous star from the pirates, Black Widow reveals that the pirates sought the Hydra Stomper armor, making Carter hopeful that Steve Rogers is alive. The Hydra Stomper attacks, sending both women running for their lives. Carter dislodges the armor's faceplate and catches a glimpse of Rogers' face, while Black Widow leaps into the water as Hydra Stomper fire missiles. Upon returning to the Triskelion, Peggy confirms Fury of Rogers' death on the mission in Argentina in 1953. Fury admits that there have been rumors about Hydra Stomper's survival since the 1916, causing more acts of terror that killed multiple SHIELD agents. They suspected the Red Room was responsible for finding and housing the Hydra Stomper, but Black Widow withheld this information. Bucky, now US Secretary of State of the World Security Council, pushes for more financial aid to Sokovia when Brook Rumlow and Strike Brustin, believing his life is to be a danger. Carter intervenes, prompting the Hydra Stomper to fly into the sky, knocking Rogers out and catching him in the midair. They flee to a safe house in the St. Clinda's Scotland, where they analyze the suit and discover that it is the only thing keeping Rogers alive. Carter refuses to involve Tony Stark or Bruce Banner for help, and instead resolves to find the Red Room for a way to save him. Carter and Black Widow are taken to the former Sokovian military base by Rogers, who sent a distress call to the Red Room. They encounter a town of automatons attacking them with Widow's bites, leading to the Hydra Stomper shutting down. The Red Room Academy appears overhead. Melina Rice reveals that everything has happened since the Lumerian start has been to lure Captain away from the Avengers and his shield. When offered the chance to surrender, the two Avengers used to fight. The Hydra Stomper tackles Carter while Black Widow flees from a squad of Melina's assassins, leading to the chase throughout the town. Melina's widows come close to overpowering Black Widow before she disables them with a Widow's bite. However, Melina manages to pin and choke her. Carter struggles to get through to Roger, who breaking his brainwashing. As he looks up to the Red Room Academy, Carter realizes his intention and begs him not to leave her. Black Widow spots him, headbutts her and shoots a cable, dragging Melina up with the Hydra Stomper. The Watcher remarks that Carter's story is not yet over, and Black Widow wanders to join her. A portal opens beneath Carter, swallowing her whole, leaving a confused Black Widow and the Watcher begin. Carter wakes up to be looked up by variant of Nick Fury and Scarlet Witch, who declares her to be the one to save their queen and their world. Watcher recounts the tale of Asgardian Empire, which is seamless in various realities, including the flame of Ragnarok. In one reality, Odin entrusted the Tesseract to the village on Earth, but in the another, fire came for Asgard before Odin had the chance. The destruction of Asgard would lead to a new wonder from the single emperor of the past, and the Tesseract serviced Ragnarok and found a new home in a new world. At the Outlands Confederacy, Kagori and Wangta encountered the world battlefield and the first forbidden lake. The people fought for the control over the lake, and Kagori was spared by the lake's power. They eventually find the lake and falling into it, taking Kagori to the sky world. The Watcher narrates that after Asgardian falls, the Tesseract took on the second life form of Kagori's ancestors, releasing unmitigated space stone energy and gifting its power to the lake. Asagara tells Kagori that the blue light spirit is sweeping into everything, and that eating the spirit takes in some of its power. Kagori realizes she must go home, but he reassures her that they do not age or die because they were meant to be there permanently. Rodrigo introduces himself as the climbing the fountains of youth in Queen Isabella name, but as the conquistador capture Vagatha and capture him. Asagaras, a powerful figure in the sky world, teaches Kagori the land speed and limits of his power. Kagori learns that she is made of wool's clay and that the sky people have a limit. He wants Kagori to be careful of the besos and tell her to stop running too fast. Kagori uses her telekinesis to take the sky world fruit from the basin, impressing the sky people. At the Forbidden Lake, Rogido is amazed by his power and asking fellows conspirators for immortality. However, the lake is sucking his soul, including Luis, who tries to escape. Rigoda and the others to put the dry people in chain and leaves for Spain. The sky people celebrate until attacks them, but Kagori prevents them and asks them about their past. She explains that the spirit in sky world makes them strong and gives them gift, but they have become too comfortable and forget their origins. Kagori pulls the portal and tells the sky people that she wants to help all of her people, including Atharx. Atharx tells Kagori that they are not an army and have a different life in sky world. Kagori argues as people to brave and goes after who captured Vagatha and the other tribes. In the battle between Rodrigo and their army, Kagori and the sky people defeated Ricardo and saved the tribes people. Queen Isabella, unaware of the battle, was surprised by the unmatched strength of her soldier and the fleet. Kagori and the sky people appeared and the queen asked if she threatened her in their own court. Kagori explained that she was not here for her throne but for the health of the tribes people. The queen, unaware of their magic, ordered Kagori to put her down. Kagori promised peace for their people and the queen, prompting Dr. Strange to arrive. Strange was impressed by Kagori's record-breaking achievement of the world peace and has been searching for her long time. Odin, a powerful figure, sought to unite the 9 realms under the throne of Asgard, fighting alongside his executioner Hela. Hela's ambition led Odin to banish her to Hell, but in the alternate reality, Hela was cast out to China on Earth. When we a powerful force on Earth know that the most powerful force often come from beyond, Hela not assume support being sent to Earth, ordered Venus warriors to fetch Hela's crown before Venus appeared. Hela poked fun at the 10 rings but claimed she was the goddess of death. After their battle, Hela asked Venus to kneel before her and he invited her to his headquarters. At the 10 rings headquarters, Venus offered Hela a dinner invitation and she accepted. Hela spat out her drink and was not assumed by the idea of marriage, as he did not mention this. Venu reassured her that he was proposing an alliance and saw a fighter in her. Hela claimed that Odin once saw the same fighter and that he explored and neutered it. When we explained that the 10 rings were a gift bestowed upon him and a gift he gave back to the world in return, Hela asked if that was why he took her, and Venu offered her to fight with him and protect the world together. Hela, after falling in the Oz table and befriending Morris, escapes and follows him into the forest. She is interrupted by Morris' joyride but is warned to run away. Hela is attacked by Jiangi, who speaks for the Council of Talo. Hela is unaware of the magic is mid-god and that the realm protects Earth from underground threats. Hela assures Jiangi that her squirrel in with Vengu, Odin and Africa. Hela tries to take arms in her name but fails. Gio teaches Hela Talo practice and Hela repeats her advice. Gio instructs Hela to look at the sun and start her training when it reaches its zenith. In Asgard, Heimdall asks Odin to forgive him for not saying Hela, who is believed to be dead. Odin warns that if such a power exists in Midgard, the people's years of peace will be short-lived. Hela sees Odin approaching and confronts him with the dragon's scales armor. Joey warns Yella that the Dano are guardians, not fighters, and that without a fight, she is no one. Yella believes that Odin chooses her path and that if she wants to be free, she must face him with or without Joey. Back at the Ten Rings headquarters, they face Odin forces and when he orders them to fall back beyond the gate, Yella helps him fight and Odin appears and tells Yella that he has come for her to avenge her name. Yella declines and Odin stripes her off her throne, stating that she is not alone. Yella and Ven go separate from Gongnir and Yella learns that only light can fend off darkness. As Odin is about to finish her, Yella's powers are acute again and he defeats Odin. Odin sends Yella to China to grow and learn, and she eventually eclipses Odin's wildest expectation. Yella believes that only there can she unmake his empire, and it will take time, even eons, but when she is finished, the Nine Realms will know the freedom and the cosmos. Yella gives Epis a chance and unite the Asgardian army with the Ten Rings, fighting against the injustice in the Nine Realms. In the episode, Thor, Yella, Fury, and others attend a play performed by Prince Loki holding a skull. Suddenly, a rift in reality occurs and they escape. Loki is pulled by the rift and Carter manages to catch him. Yella is also pulled by the rift, but Carter is unable to pull her down and she is sucked into the rift. Thor blames Yella's supposed death on Carter and orders her to be captured. Carter evades and takes Loki's skull with her. The Watcher talks about her desire to save the universe from its impending doom, but she rejects the Watcher offer to bring her back her home universe. As the cracks grow in strength, Thor demands Carter, but Maxima believes she is the key to their survival. He believes there is another forerunner from the time yet to come, unaware of their presence causing the universe's collapse. Carter finds Tony Stark and explains to Stark that the forerunner gives off the same energy as the ring is in reality. Stark explains that they would need external magic to do so. Carter remembers Thor's scepter and asks someone to steal it. Loki and a few noblemen are intercepted by Steve Rogers, Bucky Barnes, and Scott Lang, who steal treasures on the carriage. Carter saves Rogers just as the carriage is about to run over and invites them to his secret treehouse. In a treehouse, Steve Rogers asks Carter if she need him to steal King Thor's scepter. Carter agrees as she is in the wrong place at the wrong time. Steve also asks if there is another Steve Rogers in our world. Carter is not as Peggy, but Steve's market would also want to save that period. Suddenly, Woken and the Royal Yellow Jackets invade the treehouse, and the destroyers destroy the treehouse. We can Woken to believe they are dead. Carter reminds him that they are friends in another world, prompting Woken to stop the destroyer. In a dungeon, Carter asks the Watcher if he is watching and if she is ready to go to home. The Watcher tells her that she cannot comprehend the consequences of her action and she must try. Carter agrees to try and escape if the Watcher doesn't help her. After freeing Hulk from his cell, Stark tells Banner that he hates the world, that noisy people are wrong. Stark gives Banner grain alcohol to set him straight and reveals that his invasion will find the Forerunner and send him back once the time stone is inserted. Rogers burns Lang and their reappears, and the burner says that storming the castle in their thing. Carter and Roger plan to enter the upcoming court section, discuss and blending in with the crowd. They plan to use Tony's rivers to get the stone and save the world. The rift appear and the crew fights of gods. Thor asks Loki to join the fray, but Loki whispers his hammer. Wanda warns Thor about the short time and Wogan transforms into the freak. Carter asks Thor to trust her and hand over the scepter. Thor agrees and they fetch the Hall Father made of vibranium. The Hall Father is a coronation gift from the T'Challa and Reeves have plagued Wakanda. The Forerunner is revealed to be the Rogers who remembers a battle with Thanos and accidentally punches the time stone, causing the universe to change to 1602. Thor agrees and instructs Carter to finish the task. Rogers enters the rift to save the universe. Carter narrates a superstition that the victory is cursed, and every battle she wins means she getting further away from home. Carter inquired about Doctor Strange's activities and he revealed that he had a story to share with her. Season 2 of What If has concluded, featuring a variety of crazy scenarios and new superheroes in the MCU. The main goal was to prevent the multiverse danger from destroying reality, which was achieved through Strange Supreme recruiting members. The final battle will reveal what has happened and how the series ended. In this episode, Peggy Carter is stuck in 1602, but Strange Supreme has a plan to reunite Guardian of the Multiverses. Peggy agrees to help him by teleporting her back to her own time. Before transporting Peggy back, Strange Supreme shows Harry in his collection of multiverse killers, including Loki, Thanos, and Infinity Ultron. One of these killers has escaped is now loose in multiverse. Peggy initially declined to help, but Strange Supreme explained that she technically shouldn't save 1602. She agrees to face the escape convict and teleport Peggy back to her own time. At the South Dakota Badlands, Peggy encounters a massive statue of the Red Skull, and the Watcher warns her not to interfere. Kagori attacks Peggy, but she reveals that she is not a universe killer but Strange. They are teleported back to Sanctorum Infitorum, where Strange is trying to confine Kagori to the energy field. Kagori reveals that Strange is collecting righteous superheroes and feeding them to the Force, which is trying to resurrect Christian. Strange Supreme denies this, but Becky denies it, stating that cost would be too high and she would not ask. Peggy attacks Strange but is powerless to stop him from destroying Kagori. In the attempt to stop Strange, Peggy restored extending cages, holding various universal killers and Strange is doomed to deal with them while Kagori and Peggy escape. The next course of action is to destroy the forge. Peggy and Kagori defeat Stain Supreme but face zombie Scarlet Witch and a zombie army. They are interrupted by Yella who neutralizes Wanda. Surtur emerges as a distraction and Peggy and Kagori use him to escape. They face Thanos and Killmonger in the hallway who was attacked by Minus Killer. Kagori uses Space Stone based power to teleport Killmonger to the main hall where a riot is taking place. Peggy equips the Infinity Armor and uses Stain Supreme out of the forge to feed a prison into it. Strange appears out of the thin air and Peggy tries to convince herself that she is not in Forge before. After a long fight, Strange decides to copy himself in dozens of variants of Strange and Peggy uses the Reality Stone to do the same with. Peggy is transported back in time, seeing Super Soldier being made and Steve about to be shot. Steve encourages her to stay and watch, hoping they will win World War II. Peggy dispels the illusion and Strange Supreme feed both hero and villains to the Forge. Kagori converts Strange teleporters into her own and uses her power to teleport all villains who mentioned to the Forge. Strange Supreme gains the upper hand and the Forge is restarted. Yellow throws her crown to Peggy and Kagori to help fight Strange Supreme, and many other villains relinquish their powerful artifacts. Kagori conjures up portals and sends all villains and heroes back home, stopping the force. Peggy and Kagori equipped artifact to fight against Strange, who transformed a monster form with horns and leathery wings. Peggy uses her Infinity Stone to wend off Strange's new form, causing the force to fall apart and threatening to explode. In the final fight, both Strange and Peggy fell into the Destroyer's force, but Strange keeps up and is thrown down the shaft. The Watcher transports Kagori and Peggy to save their life. In New York, Peggy and the Watcher see reborn Christian, revealing that Strange was not born in the universe. The Watcher takes Peggy back to her home universe, but she has to take that scenic route to see the many wonders as possible. The Watcher shows her the multiversal tree, which Loki helped create at the end of the Loki season 2, and setting a new canon in the MCU that proves Loki is holding the multiverse together. Episode 9 and What If Season 2 is completed. We will see you in another series. Until then, take care and stay awesome.